first Wilhelm ever, and I'm super excited about it. It's called Room Service. Look up the Wilhelm. Like the marketing, it's so pretty. They're little images of these perfumes with like the notes behind them. Oh, to die for. This one is, I have it written down. It is a spring, mostly spring, summer, and daytime scent. The top notes are blackberry, mandarin orange. The middle notes are orchid, violet, and bamboo. And then the base notes are musk, black, amber, and sandalwood. And it really does smell like, kind of like a hotel, a freshly cleaned, like a hotel bathroom. I don't know, because it's like, it doesn't smell bathroom-y, but it smells like the products that like a high-end hotel has for you to use, and then also like what maybe a little bit of what they use to like freshen the room up. I don't know. But it is delicious. And I don't mean it's gourmand. It's not gourmand. It's just so fresh, like inoffensive. So, all right. We'll just start with number one, the trouble I had getting a damn bagel this morning. I must have been half asleep because I pulled up to the bagel place and I parked up front, which I never do, but it was like early and there was no cars in the parking lot. And then I parked and I realized that it said like, oh, curbside pickup parking. So I was like, ugh. So I had to back up and repark. So I'm already like, ugh. I look like an idiot because there's just the workers in there staring at me. So then I go and I'm just like zombie mode up to the door that I always use, and I pull on it and it doesn't open. I'm like, are they closed? So I look up and it says use other door. Okay. So I had to like walk around the side of the building and use their other door. And then I get in there and order my bagel, which I get a plain bagel with salmon, like smoked salmon, cream cheese, tomato, onion, and capers. It's also called a lox. So I ordered my bagel and I checked out, and then she gives me my bag, and what does my ass do? Tries to go back out the front door. Like, I'm just out of it. I'm like, got my bag and I have my sunglasses on my head. Like, they probably thought I was hungover or something. And I try to go out the front door and it's locked. Of course, I'm like, okay. So then I walk, out the side door, but it was just, I'm like, let me just get out of this parking lot. I do not belong out in public yet. And I hadn't had my coffee yet. That was the problem. So, number two, a little issue I have, and okay, one specific issue I have with TikTok, but like also a broader issue. So, ever since like this one video went viral, and it was fake, but it was about like a dad dropping off McDonald's to his own kid, but not the kid's siblings, because the kid's siblings weren't his. But like I said, it was like fake. Anyway, so there's been a lot of like kind of, people are just feeding off that topic. But on TikTok, it was like, oh, a woman made a TikTok of when my stepkids are over, like giving them snacks, because they're not her kids. So she has like a box of snacks on the counter, and she's like, do you want the snack to the stepkid? And she's like, okay, who's the prettiest? And he's like, you. And then she gives him the snacks and he runs off. And I'm like, what? Because to me, I see so many problems with that. Like, first of all, you're obligated to feed your stepkids if they're in your care. Like, why did you have kids with somebody if that was even up for debate? Like, you don't get props for just sharing your snacks with your stepkid. But the fact that she made him say who's the prettiest, like, is that in comparison to his own mother, I have questions, right? And then he doesn't need to tell you you're pretty to get a snack. Like this just like completely rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm like, well, let's just open up the comments now. So I have a problem with that TikTok, but I have a problem with TikTok in general because I don't know if I'm dumb or if everybody else is just dumb. But like, it'll be the most vague TikTok and I won't understand it at all, or I'll have a problem with it like this, and then I'll open up the comments and it's just like a whole bunch of vague, like, yes girl, or no, like nobody elaborates on anything, or it'll just be like, oh, I like your couch or something. Like, I'm like, nobody's gonna say anything about like the elephant in the room. Like, no, he doesn't have to tell you you're pretty to get a snack, and yes, you have to feed your stepkids. Like, I don't know. I think I'm just too old for TikTok or something. And like sometimes I'll troll and be like, why does he, you know, like question it, like try to, I don't know, I don't really troll because I have been getting a little trolly lately. Because I can think of a few times where I was like a little trolly, but sometimes I'm just like, can you elaborate or something like that? That's not trolling. Although I know when I say something like that and you're working with like somebody that's a half-wit, that they're gonna say something back that's gonna make you really want to troll them. Alright, so anyways, we started taking, this is number 3 of my nonsense, we started taking CMOS, and it's like a gel, it's almost like an applesauce, but it's CMOS, and it has, I cannot remember why I got into eating sea snacks. If you know what those are like little seaweed snacks. And I eat them for the iodine. I also love the taste of them. They're like a good replacement for like chips. They're crunchy and salty. I should do a snack and sip with some, but they're really messy. Like they will leave seaweed on your face. So if I do, you can't make fun of me. But the CMOS has like a lot of the iodine and just different stuff, and it like eliminates a lot of your mucus that you have in your body, which I need because I always have like allergies. I'm always blowing my nose, clearing my throat. And I have noticed within like the first, I think I've been doing it for like 4 days. Like within the first day, I'm less hungry. I have not binged. Like I've not been reaching for as many snacks. Like it's really helping curb my appetite. I don't even think that it's what it's supposed to do, but that's what it's doing for me. And I'm like, okay, good. So we started that as a family. Now it's probably been almost close to a week now. And for my fiance who was drinking, like, okay, he's on a 2-week, 12-hour thing right now where he only got 1 day off out of 16 days. And those were all 12-hour days. So it's been crazy. He's been doing 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. And he was drinking like 3 energy drinks a day. And I'm like, you're too old for this. Like, you cannot drink 3 energy drinks a day. He does not like coffee. Who doesn't like coffee? Sus, right? And he's like, I know. So he started this CMOS like a week ago, and he has not had a single energy drink since. Like, I'm still gonna drink my coffee with my but I'm really glad that he's managed to break that cycle and that dependence, you know. Plus the energy drinks, like, you know, he's a dude, so he just goes through the drive-thru, grabs an energy drink. Like, he doesn't learn how to make his own, so it's like $7 a pop, okay? It's been hell. I'm like, you better not have to do this kind of shift again for like at least another 4 months, because I need some me time, alright? And the baby needs you. Because he's getting like, when his dad's at work a lot like that, like he'll get extra dependent on me, and that's not what this was. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be the dad this round, okay? But, so overall, the baby is pretty like equal. He doesn't like necessarily like one parent over the other. But when his dad's working a lot, it just does fall on me. I don't know why the lighting gets weird like that. it needs extra love because the breed is, it's a hilarious looking breed. If you don't know what it is, look it up. And I like the ones with like hair. They have like bangs, and they have they're all different hair. Like some of them have less hair than others, and some have more hair up here than up here. But anyways, they're hilarious. Number 6, my brand new Starbucks cup is starting to peel. This is like less than a month old. So what the F? Alright. Number 7. One of my friends told me that I should start making, which I probably won't because nobody will actually buy them, but it is such a fun idea. She told me I should start making sensory bundles. Like a sensory bundle would be, I just did one for myself, but it was like a watermelon theme, so I had 2 watermelon candles, like not all the same brand stuff, like go out to the wild and find, like I had 2 watermelon candles. I had this watermelon themed Starbucks cup, and then I had a watermelon hand soap from Bath and Body Works, and watermelon wax melts from, I actually got them on Amazon, and they're by a brand called The Candle Daddy. And look that up, okay? Go to Instagram and look up The Candle Daddy because he makes like he makes some interestingly named wax melts, okay? I'll just say that. They're like The Candle Daddy, so there's like D's nuts, and it's like, okay, so you get that. But anyway, the ones I got were just called watermelon, and they smelled so good. So anyway, that was like one of mine that I did for myself. She's like, you should start making those because I'd buy them, and I'm like, yeah, but the problem is that it's kind of expensive and people don't have money right now. So and don't give me something that I'm gonna end up like throwing myself into and then just sitting on, because that just sucks, you know, when you're like head over heels for something and then nobody has the money to buy it, and you're like, so you just wasted all your money, you know. Okay. My mom's joining a cult. Somebody asked me if I could run air on the mic. Like, I don't know if that's what they wanted or not, but I'm okay with that request. So my mom is joining a cult. It's called the Villages. Okay, it's not a cult, she says, but it sounds like one. But it's called the Villages in Florida. It's like a 55 and up community, and it's Disney World for older people. And I'm like, okay, I hope this is a safe place for you because it sounds really fun. But then she's like, oh yeah, they grow their own vegetables and they have their own restaurants. And I'm like, how secluded is this? Like, is it a compound? What's going on, Mom? But yeah, so I'll have to keep an eye on her. A thrifting tip I also learned on TikTok, was watching like different, I don't know what side of TikTok, I'm on the weirdest side of TikTok, it's so random, it perfectly suits me, but if you go thrifting, go in and first of all go to like nice neighborhood, nice parts of town and stuff, or high-end towns, and go to the black dress section, and that's where you gauge what else is going to be in the rest of the thrift store. So if you go to the black dress section and you see name brands that you like, designer brands or something, then you're probably in a good place to thrift for name brand stuff. So that's just a little tip. I think she called it a canary in the mine tip. So number 10, I don't get to take any vacations this summer, probably not even for another year, so that sucks, but I do want to make it to Chinatown in Chicago. So I have about watching is Petite Stacy. She has really good like role plays. My favorite video of hers is where she has like a binder, and it has the, what do they call them, like the page protectors in it, and she has all of her meal planning kit, you know, the meal planning kits. She has them all in the binder, and she just like flips through and shows you everything. And yes, so check out Petite Stacy and I'll try to find it and link it, but I might forget. But Petite Stacy, just watch them all, but that is the one that I love the most. Number 12, is it too soon to decorate for Halloween? My fiance asked me the day after the 4th of July if I was going to bring the Halloween stuff up, and I see it in stores now, and it's my favorite like decor season. So I'm like, I don't know, is it too soon? I don't know. What's going on with drumsticks? Number 13, what's going on with drumsticks? So it's the 4th week in a row that I have put drumsticks in my Target cart because they are cheap and I can make them in 20 minutes. I broil them. So week after week we have a drumstick night. I pull out a big ass cookie sheet, put some foil down, throw the drumsticks on there, season them really good, pop them in the broiler 10 minutes, pull them out, flip them, broiler 10 minutes, done. And then I usually have like some instant mashed potatoes or something with them. But this is the 4th week in a row that Target has said that it's available, and so I add it to my cart, and then it doesn't make it home with me. What's going on? I need to keep checking and see if I've been charged for them or not too, because I have looked before. You know, sometimes they'll say, oh, we didn't have it, and then you don't get charged. But there's definitely times where they didn't have it and they didn't take it off my bill. So be careful, and I need to be more careful. Sometimes I'm so tired. I'm like, oh, whatever. No, not whatever. That's like $15. Stop it. Stop. Number 14 is I'm so mad. So for some reason, the freezer in the garage was acting funny, and it was right after I bought a thing of scallops and a thing of salmon. So as high as groceries are right now, I had to throw out like probably $40 worth of salmon and scallops. I'm pissed. The freezer's acting fine now, but once those meats thaw, you can't refreeze them. So I was like, I'm not gonna risk, of all food poisonings, seafood poisoning, I'm not gonna risk it. And number 15 is the Art Institute, the Lions in Chicago. If you've been to Chicago, even if you haven't been to the Art Institute, you have probably seen the like greenish blue lions outside of the Art Institute. And I saw on somebody's like maybe on Snapchat or on Facebook, somebody that works in the city, a few weeks ago, I saw them like preparing the lions. They're huge. They're like 2 of me each. And they're like some kind of heavy, I don't know, they're statues. So I saw them being lifted, and so they had to take them in somewhere, transport them in order to be cleaned, which is weird, right? Like, why can't they just power wash them